nation celebrates Diwali today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrates Diwali with soldiers in Jammu and Kashmir's Naushera. Several states, including 5 northeastern states, cut VAT on petrol diesel after centre announces reduction in excise duty on fuel. Assam Cabinet takes several key decisions, including conversion of land allotment certificates to periodic pattas in rural areas. In T20 Cricket World Cup today, Australia win by 8 wickets against Bangladesh, Sri Lanka to take on West Indies in a short while from now. And Bharat Biotech's Covaxin gets WHO approval for emergency use listing. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. From the studios of DDK Guwahati, this is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee. On behalf of DDK Assam, I would like to wish our viewers a very happy and prosperous Diwali. And now the stories in detail. Diwali, the festival of lights, is being celebrated across the country with traditional fervour and gaiety today. Northeast has also joined in on the celebrations of this festival, which marks the victory of good over evil. On this occasion, President Ramnath Kovind greeted the people and said that this festival is largely celebrated by people following different beliefs across various sections of society. Meanwhile, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu greeted the citizens and expressed how this festival brings light, harmony, prosperity and peace into our lives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also extended his greetings to the people of the country and wished that this festival brings happiness, prosperity and good fortune in everyone's lives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the country's soldiers are the Suraksha Kavach of Ma Bharati. Prime Minister Modi is in Jammu's Naushera to celebrate Diwali with soldiers. This is Prime Minister's second visit to Rajouri since 2019, when he had also celebrated Diwali with soldiers. Addressing the soldiers at Naushera, Prime Minister Modi said he has spent each Diwali with soldiers guarding borders. He said he is at Naushera not as a Prime Minister but as a member of the family of the soldiers. Saying the blessings of 130 crore people are with forces, the Prime Minister remembered the braves of surgical strikes. He also paid floral tributes to the martyrs at Naushera. The visit of the Prime Minister comes as a huge morale booster for the soldiers at the LOC.
आजादी के तुरंत बाद ही दुश्मनों ने खड़ा करके रखी हुई थी। नौशेरा पर हमला हुआ, दुश्मनों ने ऊंचाई पर बैठकर इस पर कब्जा जमाने की कोशिश की और अभी जो मुझे पूरा वृत्त वीडियो समेत सारी चीजें मुझे देखना समझने का मौका मिला और मुझे खुशी है कि नौशेरा के जाबाजों के शौर्य के सामने सारी
The Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, Brigadier Dr. B.D. Mishra, retired, celebrated Diwali with the soldiers of Indian Army and Indo-Tibetan Border Police at Walong in Anjaw district on the line of actual control today. In his address, the Governor complimented the troops for their devotion to duty and patriotism, paying tribute to the soldiers who lost their lives in the 1962 Sino-India War. The Governor said that those brave soldiers had sacrificed there today for our tomorrow. As a token of his love for troops, the Governor made a contribution for a Bara Khana for the brigade troops at Walong. He also attended a high tea with the soldiers at Walong Garrison on the occasion. Earlier, the Governor paid floral tribute at the Walong War Memorial. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Kedarnath in Uttarakhand tomorrow. He will offer prayers at the Kedarnath temple and inaugurate Sri Adi Shankaracharya Samadhi and unveil the statue of Sri Adi Shankaracharya. The Prime Minister will also address a public rally and inaugurate key infrastructure projects which have been completed, including Saraswati Retaining Wall, Asthapat and Ghats, Tirth Purohit houses, among others. The projects have been completed at a cost of over 130 crore rupees. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi will also lay the foundation stone for multiple projects worth over 180 crore rupees. On the occasion, programs will be organized at the Jyotirlingas and Jyotishpeeth across the country. After the centre's decision to cut excise duty on petrol and diesel, several states, including 5 northeastern states, announced to reduce VAT on fuel to further provide relief to consumers. The 5 northeastern states consist of Assam, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim and Mizoram. In Assam, Manipur, Mizoram and Sikkim, the state government reduced VAT on petrol and diesel by 7 rupees with immediate effect. Meanwhile, Arunachal Pradesh government announced a reduction of state VAT from existing 20% to 14.5% and diesel from 12.5% to 7%. It may be mentioned that the centre on Wednesday announced slashing of excise duty on petrol by 5 rupees and that of diesel by 10 rupees. Now we take a short break. We will be back with more news. Stay tuned.
अरे वाह, लेजेंड की बैट। इससे तो मैं खेलूंगा। फ्यूचर बैटिंग लेजेंड बैट।
इसमें जिसका नाम लिखा है, बैट उसी को मिलेगी।
अरे यार,
देखा, अगर इस पे मेरा नाम नहीं लिखा होता तो कितनी दिक्कत हो जाती। इसलिए आरबीआई कहता है, बैंक अकाउंट हो या बैंक लॉकर, उसमें नॉमिनी का नाम जरूर दर्ज करें, ताकि आपकी जमा पूंजी उसी को मिले जिसे आपने नामित किया है।
आरबीआई कहता है, जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. At the weekly Assam Cabinet meet today, major decisions were taken regarding conversion of land allotment certificates to periodic pattas in rural areas within 3 years of allotment, simplification of land transfer in tribal belts or blocks in Kamrup and Kamrup metro districts. Assam Revenue Minister Jogen Mohan stated that land-related issues in the state would be resolved by 10th May next year. While briefing the media jointly, State Health Minister Kehob Mohantos said the Cabinet approved Assam Migrant Workers Food Security Scheme to provide a dry ration to COVID-affected migrant workers. With regard to vaccination, the Cabinet has decided to escalate drive for a week from 22nd to 29th November this year. The Cabinet also decided to provide financial assistance up to Rs 25,000 to the borrowers of microfinance loans who have been maintaining their transactions with the lenders in 9 districts, the Health Minister informed.
जिला उपायुक्तকে কতটো দিলো তেওঁলোকৰে এনওসিখন দিব পাৰিব সেল পাৰমিশনৰ যিখন পাৰমিশন সাৰ্টিফিকেট লাগে কিন্তু আমাৰ গৱৰ্ণমেণ্টলৈ নাহিলে হ'ব।
As a gift to the people of Guwahati city on the occasion of Deepavali, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma today inaugurated the much-awaited Dispur Supermarket flyover. This T-shaped 1.2 km long flyover, constructed within 22 months instead of stipulated time frame of 36 months, has been built with a cost of 127 crore 20 lakh rupees. After dedicating it to the people of Assam, the Chief Minister took a long walk over it. While addressing the gathering, the Chief Minister announced various projects, including proposed 6-lane ring road connecting Guwahati, Baihata Sariali, Sipajhar and Kurua. He further announced a new flyover connecting RG Borwar Road and Gitanagar Road, along with other such projects over national highways in the city.
যে আমি দীপাৱলীৰ দিনাখন এই ফ্লাইওভাৰখন মুকলি কৰিম।
In the ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup, Australia won by 8 wickets against Bangladesh in a match played at Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Earlier, Australia won the toss and decided to bowl first. Bangladesh set a target of 74 runs for Australia, which they chased down in 6.2 overs. In another match, Sri Lanka will take on West Indies in Abu Dhabi in a short while from now. The World Health Organization has granted approval for emergency use listing to India's indigenously made COVID-19 vaccine Covaxin, which has been developed and manufactured by Bharat Biotech. The technical advisory group of WHO, which met yesterday, has recommended the emergency use listing status for Covaxin. The World Health Organization's panel had sought additional clarifications from the Hyderabad-based firm last week. At the G20 summit recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had pushed for WHO nod for Covaxin, saying India will produce 5 billion COVID vaccine doses by 2022. Covaxin is one of the 6 vaccines that have received emergency use authorization from Drugs Controller General of India and is being used in the nationwide inoculation program along with Covishield and Sputnik V.
इसलिए मैं भारत के हमारे आईसीएमआर के साइंटिस्ट, भारत बायोटेक के वैज्ञानिक साइंटिस्ट और भारत बायोटेक कंपनी को मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं।
In the COVID update from across the nation, more than 107 crore 66 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under nationwide vaccination drive. Health Minister said more than 30 lakh 90,000 vaccine doses were administered in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, a total of 12,885 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours. India's active caseload stands at 1,48,000, which accounts for less than 1% of total cases and is currently at 0.43%, the lowest since March last year. A total of 15,054 people recovered in the last 24 hours and total recoveries touched over 3 crore 37 lakh. The recovery rate stands at 98.23%. In the COVID scenario from the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has a total of 85 active cases, followed by 54,809 discharge cases. The dead account for 280, reporting 2,292 active cases. Assam has a caseload of 6,01,833 released cases. The tally for the dead is 6,015. Manipur has 704 active cases and 1,21,269 released cases. The death toll is 1,926. Weighed down by 381 active cases, Meghalaya has 81,897 released cases, while the death toll touched 1,456. In Mizoram, the number for active cases is 6,433, followed by 1,16,648 cured cases. The count for the dead is 437. With 195 active cases, Nagaland has a total of 30,997 released cases. The dead account for 687. Sikkim has 179 active cases, while the discharge cases touched a total of 31,433. The death toll is 398. Finally, Tripura records a total of 153 active cases, 83,579 cured cases, while the death toll stands at 816. And to end the news, the main points once again. Nation celebrates Diwali today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrates Diwali with soldiers in Jammu and Kashmir's Naushera. Several states, including 5 northeastern states, cut VAT on petrol diesel after centre announces reduction in excise duty on fuel. Assam Cabinet takes several key decisions, including conversion of land allotment certificates to periodic pattas in rural areas. In T20 Cricket World Cup today, Australia win by 8 wickets against Bangladesh. Sri Lanka to take on West Indies in a short while from now. And Bharat Biotech's Covaxin gets WHO approval for emergency use listing. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.